Yeah, I like that. That's neat. Is that based on like a shader code?
Yes, but it's also it's just like through JS.
Okay,
Let's see.
because
So
I'm
I can.
familiar with a couple of those things. But you
So
had it where you could like fly through
sorry.
the object. You were immersed in
Oh,
the object.
I think I lost you for a second.
You lost me. I'm right
There you
here.
go.
Yeah, but you could fly through the object.
Right, you can, yeah. Up to a point. I mean, you can fly to the middle of the object, yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, that's fair. So does it only have those three shapes?
Yeah, right now it does, but I did add in a STL uploader for it.
Oh, yeah. Send
But
it over. I might
yeah,
iterate that. That looks kind of fun.
yeah.
'Cause I was kind of looking for inspiration tonight because I done the other things you saw earlier this week. Hey everybody, streaming live. Welcome in. Doing a little bit of vibe coding tonight. I definitely have to kick things off by mentioning once again that on October 18th, sorry, October 16th, here in the Seattle area, I am hosting a Control-Alt-Create live in-person event. It'll be a couple hours, a few hours, where everybody in the world is invited. You join. I basically announce a keyword, and then with your own computer, you can vibe code something, and then by the end of the night, you'll have something. So, like, let's say the keyword is, I don't know, black. That's a horrible keyword for this, but then you have 2 hours to basically vibe code something around that word. However you define that word, it could be a game, it could be an app, it could be this, that, or the other thing. But the idea is you can use whatever tools at your disposal to effectively vibe code something. And we're all going to do it together. And at the end of the night, everyone's going to, well, theoretically, everybody will have something. No wrong way of doing anything. A very creative time, perfect way of getting to meet each other. Registration is open. There's the official date, right? As I said, October 16th, not 18th, from 4 to 7. It's being hosted at the AWS Skill Center. That's Amazon. We have 75 seats available. I announced this last week, and it's already down to 36 seats available, which is amazing. Yes, it is a free event. Yes, we are open to sponsorship, but I am absolutely I'm thrilled to say that we were able to move that many tickets in such a brief time, especially for a first time event. So it is being hosted at AWS Skill Center, Amazon. The link control-alt-create.live. That's CRTL, right? You know, like the control key on a Windows keyboard. It's reminiscent of the Control-Alt-Delete command. If you remember that from back in the day, maybe I'm aging myself at that point. You can register for free. The directions are there, pretty easy. The location is there. Everything you need to get connected. My hope is to be able to do a Control-Alt-Create live event, not just these streams every week, but one of these real world events every month moving forward. But needed to plant the flag and get something going. And I have every reason to believe we're going to pack that place to the brim with people. I reached out to a couple of folks that I know, local media, and they are certainly, going to do their best to get the word out at a critical time before the event happening in October. Hopefully, you don't have any conflicts on your schedule. And again, it is in the greater Seattle area. Control-Alt-Create live, and that's the link. The link I think is in the description for this particular video, or can be shared with you. Just DM me; it's okay. I've got to do a better job at doing TikToks again and Instagrams. I've fallen out of practice. It takes a little bit of time, but now that I've got a few things to vibe code that I can share, it gives me something to talk about. Not just, hey, have you ever wanted this? Oh, I vibe coded this, and you can check it out on my arcade.perillo.com. And be sure to check out our next Control-Alt-Create live event in Seattle. You can message me for more information, that kind of thing. So I definitely gotta. That's the one thing I think I'm going to try to do tomorrow. Actually, get back in the groove on that because I haven't done it in a while. I showcased this in this week's Maker stream happening every Tuesday. I'm reserving Thursdays, I think, for vibe coding from this point forward, just once a week, these streams. Brickout. And this is kind of like, it's Breakout, yes. But if you remember Arkanoid, this is very Arkanoidish in the sense that you get these, power-ups that fall from the sky, or I'm sorry, from the exploding bricks. And, with those features, you can unlock different capabilities of the ball or your paddle. And so this is not yet done, I think, but I'm pretty close. Let me die. I mean, not, you know, I will eventually certainly succumb to that, but I mean, I just don't want to just give it up. There we go. There's level 2. See, I've thought it through. I've got a level 2. I wanted to test to something that I added in an iteration of this. Pixel and I were just talking. I think Google Gemini Pro has improved performance dramatically over the past few weeks. Oh man, I lost that life. Oh man.
Google's Gemini 2.5
No,
Pro
Google, stop. Stop.
On enhanced
Can you hear this?
Coding capabilities.
Oh, we can hear it.
I wasn't asking. Oh, shit. Stupid thing. Okay, there we go. Fireball. Okay, the fireball thing worked. Game over, start over. Start over still doesn't work. Okay, so when you press rename start over button to new game, play new game, then play again, and when pressed, it starts a new game all together. There we go. I need to iterate that. Another thing, someone asked me on Threads, like I've been pushing people off to the bio link, and thank you, Lacey, for the like. I've been pushing people off to bio link for, if you go to chrisperillo.bio.link, it should work. Some people have found that it times out for some reason, but it's just a great way of collecting all my social links. It says, well, you know, maybe you should create or vibe code your own page of hyperlinks, right? Of all your socials. I'm like, you know, I guess I could do it again, or I could do it now. So I'm thinking about just doing, you know, having this be, it's Chris Perillo. So it could be chris.perillo.com, but I'm not sure what else could I put on there. I've got like my projects. I've got all my socials, get in touch, you know, which is just a direct to the email. I don't know. Oops. I don't know what else to, because I'm closing all my tabs. I don't know what to add. Although I did notice there was an anomaly when I loaded the I've yet to use Nano Banana. It keeps prompting me, but I'm just like, I don't know. What do I make? What should I do? I don't know. Still don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let's open the canvas, because I know it's there and I can use it. I just haven't. I haven't thought about what to Nano Banana. Let's go ahead and say when the page loads, the Chris Perillo seems to jump in jarringly. The get in touch button seems to fade in differently as well. So this particular vibe coded app is going to be, why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me vibe code? Hello, yes, great. There we go. Drag and drop that in. Why is it not? Look at this. It's not letting me submit anything. What the? Okay, so if I upload the file this way, will it do it? No. What the heck? Okay, let's open up a new tab. No. What the F is going on? You see this? Yeah. It's not letting me iterate. Well, now, hang on. Let me try. This is going to be short. It won't even let me do that. This is a bug, dude. It won't let me. How the heck am I going to do tonight if I can't actually use these tools? It let me do this. It let me attach here, minus canvas, but when I was editing Brickout.
Send it over to me and I'll put it in mine. I'll see if it'll let me.
Well, just upload any HTML file. It's because I tried it with 2 different or 3 different files, and it's not. And they're HTML files. They're legit. Haven't changed anything else. What the F? This is a bug. This is a massive bug. Okay, this may be a short stream because I can't do anything. I literally can't do anything with Gemini right now. Oh, okay. Look, and even the icon for the HTML doesn't load. Let me close that. It doesn't even load. Oh, this is a bug. This is a big time bug. Okay. Okay. That's odd. Do you have an HTML file?
Yeah, I'm trying it right now.
Okay. Because that is not conducive to
Yeah, I'm
production.
having the same issue.
You're having the same issue?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, bad, but like good because it's like not just me. Like if it was just me, I'd be like, I need to troubleshoot this. But I do still want to try your to iterate your app, that shader thing. I don't know what I'd call it, but I probably focus it on STL files. Yeah, it won't load the file. Will it load images? I wonder. Here we are, troubleshooting Gemini live. What a time for this not to work. Well, anyway, so I'm going to be, I think I'm going to flesh this out. I don't know what to add to the other two spaces here. But I need to add that. I wanted to add the section for like my projects and events, current projects and events, my arcade maker deck. Although, yeah, that's got to get changed.
Yeah, it's definitely having some kind of a bug here.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, well, so
I mean,
much
you
for
can
that.
you can go through it a different way. You can actually just copy the text directly in rather than the file.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Let me see if this works. Play again still isn't. Pressing play again doesn't actually start a new game. So you're saying paste the HTML.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. If I do this, open with, and then I assume I can open it in a canvas. There it is, canvas. Wow, yeah, good workaround. All right, you saved the stream. Good job.
Do what I can.
Brickout, and then this is the other one I did. Did I show this off the other night? I showed off Elcars.
I don't remember seeing that.
So it's an Elcars interface.
Oh, you sent that to me
randomizer
before, but yeah, I don't think you showed it off.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of like a silly, you press a button and toggle it, and then it's a different Elcars-ish interface. Nothing works. Nothing is like
right. Yeah.
It's all general stuff, but like.
No, I was really impressed with that when I saw it.
It's not perfect though, and I'm a little annoyed that it's not perfect. It doesn't even want to attach images right now. Oof. Okay, so I won't be able to do that. I just noticed an issue with some of these modules are not perfect and layouts are not perfect. Some people have done like more well-developed options. I have not. Like Elcars stuff, but I just like, kind of a generative Elcars, like just a quick load it up, see, make it neat looking. All right, clicking play again. Will it work? Oh my God, why did the ball speed up dramatically? Okay, the play again works though. Ooh, look at all those bonuses. That worked. Okay, so play again worked, but why was it so freaking rapid? Let's try that again.
I had to remove the glow on this, or at least turn it down.
Thanks, but now the first game that plays has a ball movement that's dramatically sped up by default. What the F? Yeah, there's a few things I'm just not happy with on this. Small things, but like I feel they could just be just some slight changes and it becomes a little better, even if it's imperfect. Yeah, and there were certain things that I was telling it to do and fix, and it never got around to fixing. So I don't know if I'm quite ready for this to go. This is another thing I wanted to work on tonight was the Elcars interface.
Right.
Hey, Ikafar, aka Matheson. That's what I wanted to work on. I wanted to work on this tonight. But Gemini says no, because I need to be able to update. Oops, shoot.
Yeah, there we go. That's a lot better.
Hang on, Chris Perillo. Fix that. Here I am trying. I keep hoping that Gemini is going to get magically fixed here. When it won't. Wait a minute, did it? No, it doesn't change when I flip screens. It's not exactly a link tree, but it's like a local link tree-ish. Because I have BioLink is the one I started using. You know, I know everybody uses Linktree. I went with a BioLink. Because it was easy, clean, uncluttered. I'm pretty soon going to be using Perillo chris.perillo.com. Sorry, I was just getting ready to stage an interview for tomorrow that I'm doing. Okay, great. Ooh, let's try it again. This is it's done. Okay, there we go. Got to think like a product manager. I think it'll replace the BioLink. The only thing I need to do, and I think I have this on my Twitch page, and let me know. Yeah, Perillo. I think people have problems with .link files. On my Twitch page, I believe that I've got a contact form, and I may just link to that, like a Google contact form. I think that every time I use the word Google, like Google always like triggers. Triggered. Drives me nuts. Let me check my warp field dynamics. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. New Star Trek show on tonight. Strange New World. Can't wait. You've enjoyed the apps and games? Oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. I've been having fun making them, quite honestly. I've been having a lot of fun making them. Okay, that speed is good. So you pretty soon you'll be able to play Brickout. And this was inspired by Pixels. The gentleman who's joined me, who's been working on a different kind of game, a platformer with parallax. A parallax former.
Yeah, and the good thing about this platformer is that you're able to essentially upload any sprites that you want to it, so you can make it look like anything that you want.
Which is pretty incredible. Yep. So Brickout works. Oops. Fire. I like fire.
And I've actually generated all of the art with Banana.
It's AI. Oh, okay. So you use Banana for it.
Yeah. These are all of the characters, that I've been going through.
It's pretty incredible.
Now, what I actually found out was that if you upload a reference image of a sprite sheet, you can get it to basically copy the style of that sprite sheet. So the actions that sprite is taking and implement it into your character.
Oh.
And that's very helpful when you're trying to, design character.
It's pretty incredible what can be done anymore with I mean, and that everything you're doing there is HTML. Yeah.
Yes.
That's incredible. This is the next one. I'm going to try. This is a 3J. Oh my God. What the hell? I'm using a pair. Oh, I can see. Oh, there are the pieces, but there are just so many of them that it's a blur.
Yeah. That's the glow effect. So if you wanted to iterate that, I just put one on mine, a slider for the glow effect. Then
Okay,
you can turn it down.
I can tweak it. I think I'm just looking at. I think it's interesting to use the base here and go from the base.
Like this is literally what I just did. I got it pulled up there if you want to look at that. But the glow intensity, I just
Oh, I see it.
made
Yeah.
this slider so it goes down, so you
Sure.
can
Yeah,
actually
you can
see all
send that
this.
over because you got the STL. I'll try that.
Oh, I literally just wrote that in like
That's
a second
funny.
ago.
Yeah, try that. All right, there we go. See if this works. CP, Chris Perillo, social links. Get in touch is an anomaly. It should load in the same as the social links, and be in the same space as the social links, not separate.
That's so new, in fact, that I didn't even test it yet.
Well, that's what I want to do. I'm going to test this mofo. Wait, it didn't even give it to me in HTML.
Yeah, it's because I copied it over to you.
Okay.
I can put it.
No. I can fix that. That's not a biggie. We'll try this. Okay, there's the glow. Oh yeah. Glow is definitely going to be dialed down. That's cool. So you got different shapes. They reform the torus knot, the theme. So then it shifts random to random colors then?
Yeah.
Or is it progressive? Okay.
Every time you change the theme, it changes in random colors. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's try an STL. I think I've got STLs in here. I do. I've got an STL. Oh, whoa! It worked. There's my duck trooper.
Are you showing off the right thing? Because
oh shoot! Sorry, my bad.
There it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I STL upload works.
Nice.
Yeah, that works really, really well. That's cool. Here's my Schnauzer trooper. Loads pretty quick. Yeah, even glow intensity, even off, it's still really the theme. Some of the themes are really, really vibrant. That's pretty wild. All right, I feel I can work with this, so long as I can get Gemini working the way I need it to work. Social links, get in touch, website, Twitch, arcade, my arcade, about YouTube, Twitch. Okay, projects and events. Is there any other projects and events that I'm actively promoting right now? No, I've got the Maker Deck IRL coming up. That is going to be expensive as hell. I'm going to have to lay down so much. I'm so grateful I've got like an anonymous benefactor, a sponsor coming in, because I'm like, that's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard to navigate, because we're going to have to sell tickets for that thing. I don't know how many of the sponsors are necessarily coming in.
Right.
Or how many sponsors are coming in, I should say. Yeah, this is not too bad. Chris Perillo. Social links, projects and events, transmission end. There we go, copyright. Okay, yeah, I think this is substantially better than it was. This will be, I think I'm going to use this for chris.perillo.com instead of using the bio link, because I'm pretty sure this is everything I had on the bio link. I've got to change a couple other things like wording and specific links, but on the bio link, I think the only thing I did not bring over was the buy me a coffee, which I don't think, like, maybe what 2 or 3 people might have used. I've got Reddit on there. Although that's correct. I do have Reddit correct. I was able to recover the Chris Perillo account from Reddit after having basically thought I had lost it. but I have that. And then the get in touch will be the big one. That's like, okay, people can email me directly, get a hold of me for one reason or another. Yeah, okay. I think, except I'm missing this one chunk. I'm missing this one piece, and I don't know what else I could add. You know?
Right, yeah.
That, I mean, what other socials am I on? Where else am I anymore? The one thing you say, oh, where's Facebook? Yes, I'm mad at. Well, Facebook's right there. I'm still very mad at them in the sense that my Facebook account doesn't exist. It's gone. It's just disappeared. It's gone, and Facebook does not care, which is very upsetting, as you can imagine. Very, 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 very upset. Very upset. Okay, so I feel I've got that massaged mostly.
Oh,
so
wait.
I definitely have to update that.
Looks like it is working now.
The drag and
I
drop
thought for a
works
second
again.
it wasn't working, but now it's working.
Okay. Let's see
It
here.
took a minute, but it
Yeah, okay,
eventually...
now it's working. Yeah, that was a brief. Yep, it's working now. You are correct. You are correct, sir. Okay, so I can now load Elcars properly after I give it some feedback here. Let's see here. Let me make sure I've got Canvas on. Turn that damn prompt off. There are times you load a panel content within a panel space that's way too small or way too incongruent. There we go. Feedback. I thought about an Elcars RSS feed reader. That'd be fun. Actually, see, this is a random Elcars generator, right? I don't know. I mean, I suppose I could do like an RSS reader. You can do Elcars everything, as you can imagine. I did a weather app, just not that, Ryan. That's right. AI making all the games. Well, word prompting. You got to think with AI, you have to think through, like, think of being like a product manager more than anything. Am I done with Brickout? I think I'm done with Brickout. I think I fixed Brickout because I can close that Gemini window. I want to make sure.
There you go. There's a pixelated version of you. Sprite version of you.
I can close that Gemini. Wait, where? Are you spriting me? Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Make a Chris Perillo game.
As a separate asset. Yeah, no, trust me, that was such a big bug. I guarantee they fixed it like on the fly. That was a big one. If you can't if you can't upload a file like for a multimodal context, like it ain't gonna work. All right, I feel like this is done, so I'm gonna copy those contents out just in case it's back up. Paste that in. I gotta do SEO on it too, but what do I need to do? I need to MakerDeck. MakerDeck.net.
Yeah, for some reason, Gemini is just not moving great for me right now.
MakerDeck.net will have more information on the front page here soon. Classic challenge, procedural generation. Okay. So here we go. These bars, these panels, contents aren't balanced, accommodating for the panel containers they're in. font of black space. I can close that because I've got this going. I can start that one up. All Gemini all the time.
So, Chris, I don't know if you've ever had this bug, but have you had a bug where it'll tell you that you've lost connection and that it'll just stop writing?
Yep.
It
And I
doesn't make
hit
sense to me
refresh.
though, because the only reason that would work that way and it stopped writing is if it's writing it on, using it through your connection, which doesn't.
I don't
even
think
make
it is. I think it's just an error. They haven't figured out how to like brand the error or write the error. Ash
Yeah, it should be on their servers, honestly.
We're both using Google Gemini Pro, which I got for free after getting the Google Pixel 10 Pro, which I have over here, right there. I don't really use it the way that other people use the smartphones. I'm not thrilled about the software right now. Maybe that will continue to change and adapt. Right now, at this point, I'm pretty much team Samsung.
Yeah, I got the 9 Pro with the same thing.
Well, it ended up like I think I mentioned this on Tuesday. And yeah, Ikafar, it could be WebSocket is what he suggests.
Right.
I with all the exchange and the credit that I had from previous purchases, the Pixel 10 Pro, before I got the exchange the $200 credit, cost me $8.78. Upgrading from the Pixel 9 XL or 9 Pro XL to the Pixel 10 Pro non-XL, the lack of XL, $8.78 for the upgrade. And then they prorated a refund of the Gemini AI Pro, which I was doing anyway at the 2 terabyte level. They prorated the refund for the annual account subscription. So it ended up, I ended up basically making money or getting a $200 refund for upgrading my device, which is just incredible. Just absolutely freaking incredible. Choose from, let's make the glow factor 0. There we go. Okay, here I go to iterate. Oh, you're Team Samsung too? Trust me, I want to become Team Apple again. I'm probably the only one. I just desperately want to use an Apple device. Or sorry, an Apple phone again or an iPad again. Desperately, like every time I'm like, oh man, it'd be so cool. It'd be so nice. I just can't get over the software, and I don't think Liquid Glass is doing iOS any favors in any way, shape, or form. I'm not impressed with Liquid Glass, and I'm a little nervous about the Mac OS update. Just a little nervous. Not sure I'm going to like it. I saw a later beta, basically a very recent beta. Matt Evans, who was on the Maker stream on Tuesday, he brought his MacBook with him and to the MakerDeck meetup and showed me, and I was like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It was okay. And I mean, I was just a little nervous. I'm a little nervous about upgrading to this. I'll be honest. So yeah, not that impressed. They screwed with Mac OS, which really upsets me greatly. It upsets me. I'm upset. I did not want them screwing with Mac OS in that way, and they did. That's exactly what they did. Which yeah, it's I wish there was an alternative for me, and there isn't right now. There's just not an alternative. Just like there's not an alternative for the Samsung experience for me right now. iOS isn't it. There's not an alternative for a Mac OS experience for me, and Windows 11 isn't it. It's still not there. It's still not where it needs to be. Windows is a different beast. Completely different beast. Yay. Okay, so I got a call tomorrow. Oh, design of iOS is at least readable. I haven't seen the later betas. I'm just like the liquid glass thing. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I feel I could vibe code something better, personally. Okay, I think this is looking better. This is feeling better. Seeing if I run into any other issues here. Okay, those are way better balanced. It's all supposed to be random, right? Red alert. Tactical damage, life. It's fun.
I feel like this thing's going incredibly slower than it was earlier.
Pro?
Yeah.
They've got to be experimenting kind of on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any. I mean, I'm definitely seeing some layout hiccups, but I feel like I'm at the point where we can add maybe either more layouts and more modules. And again, they're all supposed to be random. There's something with crap. The module with changing text that starts with warp core seems to be fluctuating panel container size dynamically. Let's go ahead and add new panels and layouts to this. More shapes. We've got an icosahedron. Glow intensity. Boy, this glow intensity is crazy. Generate theme. So every theme should be radically different. Oh, I've changed it so you can do changing in particle sizes from dots to like, oh my god, crazy. Particle size is too big and it gets too glowy. Brightness is seemingly too high. It blinds at a certain particle size and color. Trail effect. Ooh, nice. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
A trail effect. A blur, right? There's the cone of silence.
I'll be right.
That's pretty wild. I want to add like way more shapes. The wave intensity. Let's turn off trail effect. So now it's just static dots. Wave intensity. So how it twists. The morph speed. Interesting. Fascinating. Tactical display. Warp field monitor. Captain's view. Science station. That's all it is. It's just iteration, iteration, iteration. Linux is definitely not an option. Sorry, Jedi Knight. I missed that comment a couple of minutes ago. You want to develop BIOS apps, so I need to get a Mac some point, fed up with Windows, go on for hours. Let's say cannot develop anything without host audio issues. Well, I tell you, with vibe coding, it's never been easier to do. I've seen a few apps, at least in beta, that will allow you to do that, to develop iOS apps without full on. Well, you are a developer in that capacity. And by the way, Logan, I know posted to see whether or not we can get together to talk about stuff soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. This is done.
Okay.
Yeah, this is done. Make sure that works. Let me change that. Details, details, details. Log entry. I can't even see. The panel choice for this container is way too constrained. Can't read anything. Not viable. Moreover, there aren't good margins for this panel within good with internal margins for this panel container. See if it understands that feedback. How much time do you think? Oh, hopefully not much. I just want to get, I got to get the ball rolling because I just got another bill for clerk. And I'm just like, I'm paying $25 for what? And it's like, I can't, for development, it's fine if development is moving, but if it's not moving, I'm not going to keep paying for it. Yeah, things feel incredibly messy. I don't disagree. And I'm getting ready to shelve the thing until I can find a way to get things done. There we go. That's much better. Details, details. All right, social links is done. I can close that. Dude, yeah, yikes. Don't attempt graphics. They never turn out well. Redo this panel.
Like a looking up animation, maybe.
No, it's like we had to. Logan suggested we had to pay for a certain tier in order to do things a certain way. Ikafar, I don't know. I know I'm paying for Supabase and I'm paying for the hosting and I'm paying for clerk. Comes to about a total of $100, and it's like it's not going anywhere. So every time I get a bill, I'm like, so yeah, I want to have that meeting and say, I think I have to shelve it or figure out another way of getting this done. Because I can't, I'm like being let, I can't keep paying for something that isn't going anywhere. And I can't launch something that doesn't work. And I don't feel like I'm giving too much of an alternative here, all things considered. Come on, you can do it. Code like you wouldn't believe. I don't think you need to be paying for anything, especially right now in dev environment using free accounts for everything. Ikafar, I don't know what he decided. I don't, and this is where I'm stuck. I'm not the developer. Have you ever used Hugging Face Deep Sight? No, I've not. I've tried. I tried it the other day. I'm not that impressed. Gemini, out of all the tools for vibe coding, at least simple HTML apps and games, by far, Gemini leads the pack. It's 7 o'clock. My grocery store has now updated its terms of service. Okay. Oh, shoot. Ah. Let's see here. I'm reconfiguring, I think, the configuration panel here. Yeah, Fusion developer agrees. Gemini is, I tell you, it rules the roost. Only downside with clerk free shows powered by clerk watermark login plays really up to 10,000. See, we are that, but he said that we had to do 2, and I don't know if it's because of the development environment. I don't know. I didn't take point on it. I don't know what I don't know. I think we still need to redesign that sidebar here. I'm going to give all the slider controls to this. And it's buggy. That's okay. It was a good start. This week kind of flew by. Kind of flew by. Oops, sorry about that. Still thinking. What is it still thinking for? Come on. Okay, so I need to update that.
You gave it a hard problem.
Apparently, I don't know. It's like finishing code implementation. Is it?
That's
So is
all
it?
this thinking
hang on.
everyone wants me to do.
Yeah, but I think it's. Is it thinking before it codes, or did it code and then?
Yeah, it usually thinks before it codes.
Yeah. But it was going on for a bit for some reason.
Yeah, it's been doing that for me all
Restart,
day.
yeah. Huh. Ran into the WebGL error, but I got those 2 down. Elcars, how are we looking? Oh, that's interesting. You did a container within a container, which there we go.
What?
Hey man, if it takes that long to figure things out just to get it to work, I'm fine. Take as long as you need. As long as I don't, oh yay. Gretchen returned my one of the devices that I had. Oh, come on. Another error. Another device I had up here. I got an air conditioner unit, $200. That's my, so it's either $16,000 for them to install an air conditioner for the upstairs or jury rig a $200 portable air conditioner. I'm like, I'll go with the portable for now. For now.
I want to make sure this is the same size.
So So it's always warmer in this room, always. And so I've had to get like 3 different fans for airflow into this room. It's a better situation than I had a day before. A lot cleaner. I'll say that.
Right.
But I've got, in my bedroom, I've got the air conditioner, and it's a big like floor fan that's blowing a lot of the air out of the bedroom to kind of keep the air kind of flowing and going in terms of the 2 rooms that are most important in this.
Sure.
Stairs, specifically in summer, right? Like this room that gets hot in the afternoon, evening, it heats up. So I've got this nice little desk fan here, USB desk fan that works really well, and the fans blowing in, like 3 fans effectively. 1 fan kind of blowing a little bit into the hallway, getting air going back there, but a couple fans blowing specifically into this room. Okay, here we go. So that is a sphere. So next shape. So then it goes to different shapes. So I've got like almost like infinite shapes going on here. Not quite infinite, but.
Yeah, one thing that I really wish that you'd be able to do is use Nano Banana, but tell it what aspect ratio and size that you want for everything.
Oh, you can't do that yet?
Not yet. It'll come, but you just can't do it yet.
A Utah teapot. Look at that. Ring. Circle. So the circles are flat. Tube. 3D. That's fascinating. Theme. How does that work when collapsed? There we go. Collapsing works. Go. Matheson, I think we're going to have to cover that with Logan because he knows how he's got things set up. He's tried to set this up for success, and no doubt about that. But the problem is we're never going to see success at this current rate. It's not going to happen. And I don't know if he got back to the other developer who was wanting to look at the code that I linked off, his GitHub and everything, his LinkedIn, GitHub, etc. I like adding sliders. Adding different sliders to this kind of stuff is fun.
Yeah, it definitely helps out a lot.
Yeah. Shields offline, red alert.
If you had to like manually go through and tell it to go and do each one of those different things all the time. Yeah.
There you go. I feel like this is closer to final. The text in these buttons in this bottom container in this layout aren't middle aligned, and there shouldn't be any background color for it for that panel container anyway. Weehaw. There we go. Got my refund. Weehaw. It's money in the bank. It's money in the bank. I like saving money. The one thing, the Dathomir Witch, I'm still waiting to have come into stock, and I should have grabbed it on Entertainment Earth when they released it, and I didn't, and I was silly. I was so silly. So I'm hoping I can find the Dathomir Witch Black Series figure, because I've collected all the holiday Black figures, Black Series figures, Star Wars. Sorry, that was a wild non sequitur. Phoned it in. This is looking good. This is looking better. Every click creates a different a randomized series, a different layout, different elements. Just for fun. I don't know why. I'm not even a Star Trek. Well, I'm a fan, but maybe not as much of a Star. I mean, I guess I think I'm as much of, well, I'm probably more of a Star Wars fan, but I've seen an equal amount of both, really, which is funny. Which is hilarious.
It was literally on the last 200 lines of code.
What, your bug? Oh, and it timed out? Here's why. Is it timing out like with you constantly?
Invalid or unexpected token.
Yeah. So you're hitting your window. I had the same problem. If you've got you've got what, 2,000 lines?
Yeah.
You could be hitting the ceiling.
Give me more ceiling.
Well, you got 2,000 lines. I ran into that with my Alien interface, like Alien computer terminal thing. Here we go. Let's go here. The Alien computer. Wait a minute.
Right.
How? Where? Alien computer. This is the easiest way to get there. This I ran into with the Alien computer interface. I ran into the same problem.
Yeah.
And this is very much the inspiration, kind of I guess the basis inspiration for the Elcars interface. This was a little easier, I think. Elcars is like, no, it doesn't look right. No, it's got to be this. No, it's got to be that. Versus something that's just more, is just completely alien, so it doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Sure.
This one has massive amounts of code for everything.
Right.
People loved it though. I'll say that. I mean, the work that
it's cool.
I put into it, people generally have liked it. There's an error loading the shape initialization. Oh, okay. Well, fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, dear Henry. Well, fix it, dear Henry, dear Henry, fix it. There's a hole in my code, dear Liza, dear Liza. Oh, I thought, never mind. Okay. It's my mom texting. I thought I got a different sound effect when my girlfriend texts differently, I guess. Got to text my mom here. Here we go. Got my parents coming into town for my daughter's 11th birthday. And so I've had to like coordinate some details with her. So I'm sending my mom the general schedule, copy and paste, basically. Here we go. All right.
Turning 11.
Is this looking good? How is this looking?
Looks good to me.
Well, but I got to keep hitting refresh and stumbling upon one thing or another to
Sure.
recognize, like, is this garbage or is this? I'm not seeing anything that's really jumping out right now. Which is great. Great. Now, how can we introduce more randomization? Again, stuck on loading particles. There's no error, it's just stuck. Fine, I'll review my security protocols in the Elcars interface. I haven't done much this week. I've really, I'm kind of looking for more inspiration of what else to buy. I'd like to have if I can get an even 5, I'll be happy. Having the chris.pirillo.com quote unquote relaunch will be nice because a lot of people have linked back to chris.pirillo.com. Just gives people a chance to go somewhere else. I basically nuked all my old content, which I'm sure, SEO experts will say, what are you doing? It was all blog stuff, tech stuff that no one cares about anymore. Frozen in time. Oh, geometry was causing the particle sampling process to fail. Okay. Fix it. Randomized color palettes. Oh, I don't know about that. Dynamic animation speed, variable sidebar layout. Expanded data dictionaries. Okay. Graphics handling. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what you did. Let's see how you iterated here. I'm not sure about the randomized color palettes. Isn't Elcars pretty much standard? The color palettes? I don't know enough about Elcars. I thought this was like the foundational colors for Elcars, though. I haven't 3D printed something all day. I was going to do something, and then this clone. Maybe I'll print that. Oh no, the miniature Yoda. That's what I want. A Gundam. Miniature Yoda Gundam here. I'm going to 3D print. I can load the STL in your if it works. No, it still doesn't.
Not working.
Still stuck on. Well, because I think it's some of the shapes is it's stuck on loading particles. I don't know what it is yet. So I've got to try to figure out how to unstick it, so to speak.
Sure.
Oh, this Yoda Gundam is pretty fun. Okay, this is the kind of thing I like printing. This is a fun thing. Okay, something unique that you're never going to be able to buy in a store. Those are the things I like printing. Because why not? Because why not? Computer. Now the question is, what do I do? What color would a Baby Yoda Gundam look good in? That I don't have already, or that I haven't already printed in. This is the question. Curiouser and curiouser. I'm going to grab that. Whatever it is. Let me go ahead and unload this, though.
I forgot. Do you print in multiple colors?
I do.
You do?
I don't do every print that way. Most of what I do, like this is a single color bantha.
Sure.
Most is single. I do multicolor, like for a lot of the Star Wars figures that I do, or Q forges. But most of what I print in is definitely not multicolor.
Right.
Even if it could be, I'm not. It's just not as interesting to me, I guess. Okay, I'm liking this. This was a solid update. I like the. I do like the color changes. All right, color changes are good. The palettes. Red alert. Even if it's not red alert. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab a filament here. I can bring your code fuller, but give me a second. Let's see if this loads. Let's see if this actually loads, because it's stuck now on loading particles, and I don't know why. I may have to send this to Claude.
Well, you might just have to give it a minute too, because
that's
sometimes it can be intensive.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to try to see what happens. It's got to be something with the amount of shapes in there.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of tiles to really work with here, but as I was saying before, when I was updating the background here, the parallax effect, I was actually splicing it into 3 separate layers here, so they would all move at separate speeds. So it looks like whatever is closer to you is moving faster than the things in the background, much like how, large objects appear like they're smaller as they go back. They also look like they move slower. So that was the whole idea around it. Yeah, another platform. I'm just going to extend this a little bit.
I think I have another way of approaching the problem I'm running into too. Sometimes walking away and getting a fresh perspective is like, oh, maybe I need to do this. This is looking decent. This may be ready to deploy. I'm feeling a lot better about it than I was before, that's for sure. We save locally. How many lines of code? Oh, this is it. This is at 1,000 lines of code. for the Elcars. I'm going to go ahead and do a neon green Baby Yoda mech. This, what would we call that? There's that.
See if I can get this next one working.
So we are going to Jedi's Game Aura.
Upload these files for now.
Jedi's game is tomorrow at, oh shoot. Coordinating. Don't you love it? Away game at East Lake, Saturday, September 6th. Black Squad. Okay, wait, what? Seven and 9, okay.
Yeah, did it backwards. Oh. Okay, so this is how it's essentially going to look when he's firing the gun.
Man. Okay.
It's not
There you
firing
go.
anything yet, of course, but
Yeah. That's still pretty incredible. That's like NES style graphics right there.
Yeah. It's and for it to generate all this is crazy. But that was the whole goal of this, is to really do very, very minimal work to get this working, just to go and prove that it could be done.
Yeah, in some cases that's kind of like, that's how I approach it too. Like, let me see if I can do this.
Because yeah, I mean, I have yet to see anybody make anything like this.
Yeah,
using these tools.
HTML. Yeah,
and you know, and AI in general, not just HTML, going through Python or any of that. You know, strictly going through AI to do it. I've seen people make some pretty interesting games, but I haven't ever seen anyone make like a full-fledged, you know, side-scroller game like this.
oops. See, I think right now it's picking and choosing what lines it edits. Gemini Pro does that now, and it didn't before.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that too. Claude does that, but yeah, I think it was the first for Gemini.
Yeah, no, it is. It's they're starting to put it out there, and maybe it's just intermittent, but
I need a better jumping animation. This one's okay, but it's not great. I don't know if you had noticed or not, but I ended up putting the health bar in the top right as well, or top left.
No, I didn't see it.
You think I should make like a knockback effect for when I get hit?
Oh
I think that
yeah,
might
that'd be great. Oh, May's asking. He's inviting to a Discord. Did you put? You posted a Discord? Or are you in the welcome mat? There we go.
What's up?
Charts. Sizer. Speeding Cheetah is talking, and I don't see you on Discord though, dude. Where you be? Where you be, May? Wait, this is done? No, it's not ready yet. My apologies for misinterpreting your request. Well, I made it in plain English, dude. Yeah, see, by telling it to do the background processing, it fixed the problem. I was able to get back to what I was trying to get to before.
Gotcha.
That's great. And this baby Yoda with fixing God dang it. Using or detecting thin walls seemingly fix the problem, possibly.
Yeah, I'm also looking at like other side-scroller games just to go and get ideas on what I could do, on how they function and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Since I've never actually made a side-scroller game before, so you know.
Or Lord knows I haven't. Well, this baby Yoda might print. Huh. Okay. I'm looking at printing a Grogu model, but there are certain things that they did with the model that make it kind of weird.
But see, I think one of the things about making a game like this is it's really all about art.
Yeah, the sprites. Yeah, the art. No doubt.
And that's one of the reasons why I like Nano Banana so much is because it has consistency.
Yeah.
None of the other models really had that.
So consistency between the things that you're generating, or
Right, exactly. So if I like generate a character, for instance,
yeah,
it's gonna be the same character over multiple shots. Before they wouldn't
oh,
allow you to do that.
I got it. I got you. So like different
It'd
angles.
try, but it'd be like slightly different. And you could tell that it's different. Like if I tried to generate you, it wouldn't be like quite your face, you know, that kind of thing. And then if it tried to generate it again, it wouldn't, you know, it'd be slightly different again. Doing this kind of thing, being able to generate that, it also allows you to go into like video generators, put those pictures in, and get the same person out of it
Yeah.
through multiple shots. So it lets you then, you know, make movies and things like that, rather than, you know, every shot, every scene that it creates, somebody else is in it, rather than, you know, the same person. Which, as you can imagine, it'd be a very bad problem if you're trying to make a video. That's one of the reasons why this model is so great. It's so good at character consistency. But of course, I'm waiting for all the other models to catch up to that. And
Well,
they will soon.
with EE, they will. It's inevitable. With the right idea, it's interesting.
Well, once someone proves that it can work, it's only a matter of time before all the other people copy it.
Yeah, it's a given. I saw Premiere going to mobile Icafar. Caught that.
Because they don't, those other companies, they don't have to risk it anymore. They know that it's possible for the thing to work, and they know a general idea of how to make it work. They don't have to go and spend all the money it takes to go and prove that it works.
Ah, dang it. No. You introduced a bug. Why? Sometimes it'll say it changed something and it didn't change anything.
Right.
That drives me nuts.
Yeah, I was having a little bit of an issue with that earlier on when I was trying to go and put in my collision information. It would say, "Yo, well, I updated so and so," and it's like, and after 5 minutes of waiting because it took that long to go and rewrite the entire code base, well, it didn't end up working. It did that twice, and until it worked. It always seems to get stuck right here too. I don't know what it is about this spot, but every time it gets stuck right here. It's always right on the same line. There it goes.
Yeah, I'm seemingly stuck in some recursive loops myself. Fixable. Yeah, no doubt about that. I try to keep backups of everything. All right, is this gonna? No, it's still got. I don't know about this. This model's neat, but I think it's gonna have problems. This Baby Yoda is not going to do the thing I think it's going to do. Dang it. That'd been a cool freaking model too. It's just the designer just did not see it all the way. He mashed up two different models, which is fine on the surface, but like if you don't polish it, it will not print well at all. And you can tell by the output, even in the preview example, it's like, I'm printing with this, damn it. Got a clone trooper.
Speaking of models, check out this. So I took this picture of just a random building on the street. I think it was in New York or something. And so then I told it to, and I showed you this before, but I used the Nano Banana model to generate a isometric view of it. And then I sent that model to a 3D model generator, and it was able to make a full 3D model out of it.
That's crazy.
I did the same thing with the Simpsons house here.
Ah. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it didn't do too bad.
Yeah, no, I'd say they nailed the Simpsons house. They're damn close to it.
Right. Yeah, this is another thing I was doing. A friend of mine wanted me to generate this of her as a Bayonetta, and then I did the pixel art of it. That's what I mean by character consistency, though.
Yeah, which is critical.
I wouldn't say these pixel art is the greatest quality, but at the same time, I mean, it pretty much nailed it.
Certainly better than I think we could do manually.
Sure, sure, yeah. I couldn't do it.
No, I know I couldn't do it. Couldn't even come close.
You imagine making those 3D models of those buildings and stuff, and if you were a game developer, I mean, that cuts out a lot of work.
Yeah. Well, especially if you have a fine eye for detail, if it gets you far enough.
Sure, yeah. I mean, essentially, you're just playing cleanup at that point. No! Had an error.
Work.
Something went wrong. You don't say. Yeah, that's one of the problems with generating large code bases like what I'm doing here is that you have more of an increased chance of error.
Yep.
Looks like you had Critter 42 following you now.
I do.
Yep.
Welcome aboard. Okay, now the wave is just a flat line. So it fixed it, but it broke it by fixing it. Hate when that happens. This one keeps fixing the bug by just rewording.
Yeah.
Instead of starting, it reworded it to initializing, but it had the same problem.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Really? Is that? Do you think that fixes anything? That doesn't fix squat. Doesn't fix anything. Come on, give me the. It's still rapid. Oh my god. This is where I start cursing at it. I like reading its analysis too. Sometimes, like, oh, I see that I'm doing this. I've been wrestling with this speed.
Sure. This is another thing I was working on earlier. This is like a mini game for my stream. So essentially, what it'll do is it'll start this game here. It'll put Pokemon on the screen, going across the screen, and you have to your Twitch followers will basically guess how many they see.
So how does it respond? So you're using WebSockets?
Right, yeah, I'm using WebSocket going into StreamerBot, but that's not a requirement.
Right.
But it will it'll detect
guess.
The guesses, and it'll put it on a leaderboard, and yeah. it'll go ahead and autoplay while I'm gone.
Oh, interesting. Are you running that through? You said StreamerBot?
Yeah, but that's really the only reason I'm running it through StreamerBot is to get the chat. Just to display the chat over, and I could have done it without using that, but I was trying to go through Kick as well, and Kick's API is horrific.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the easiest way for me to do that.
I've never used Kick. I don't really have an intention to. Twitch, I'm good with. YouTube, I'm good with. Come on. Oh, crap. That was not good. I saw a layout that I didn't like. Oh, did it eliminate the... Okay, hang on. No, it's that's the idea, is that it's Elcars. A generative Elcars thing. I don't know if this other one is going to work. I seem to have been backed into a corner here.
Right.
Because it's like a recursive. It's giving me the same problem over and over and over again. It tells me what it fixed, but it didn't do anything. Yeah.
Did you try to upload it through ChatGPT or anything?
No, I haven't. No, I wouldn't use ChatGPT. I've yet to be impressed. Claude.
Well, I just mean more of yeah. I just meant more of just getting a solution to it,
like a third party. Yeah. Red alert. Sometimes adding new features breaks others. I'm going to be winding down here soon. Girlfriend will be arriving.
Yeah.
Priorities. You see, I never thought about doing something like a Twitch interactive thing with chat.
Sure.
Which should be fun. Coming up with the right, I kind of wonder.
Yeah. Actually,
I wonder what I could do with MakerDeck in that. Because with MakerDeck, adding a little layer of interactivity, I think would be good.
Sure.
But I don't know what.
Voting system, maybe?
Yeah, but like I wonder, because we've got multiple people streaming multiple cameras. But I gotta think about it. See, I haven't used ChatGPT through the API for sure. Oh, yay, look, it freaking worked. Oh my God. Particle size works, glow intensity works, motion trail works, wave intensity, speed, more speed, camera distance. Okay. Slow that down. wave speed slider, no change on shape speed in any way. Oh crap. I wanted to add more, but okay, never mind. Twitch extension chatbot to see print status. Yeah, that's a whole different thing, Ikafar. Completely different. Like MakerDeck is just very. If I go into, well, I can't really show the dashboard, but like. Like MakerDeck is like, you know, people 3D printing, right? So it's like they're printing this, that, or the other thing, and which is nice. It's great, but the problem is that they're all independent, right? They're all independent devices and machines and locations, etc. So I don't know what else we could add to it. Yeah, the problem is they're all controlled differently, and there's no API. StreamYard doesn't have an API. If they did, we'd probably be able to take advantage of it, I'd imagine. Oh, shoot. Welcome to vibing into an app that's somewhat workable. Where's the waveform? The waveform is the only one that I'm looking for here. Yeah, it's still very vibraty. Looks worse and still. I may have to end up nuking the panel altogether. If I can't fix it, it's just like, all right, if I can't fix it, I'm moving on. I'll figure out a way to move on. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry. This is what's going on. Oh, dude, it started to implement something, then it reset itself. It's freaking wild. Anyway, I'm gonna keep iterating. I'm gonna keep pushing. We shall see as I wind down. And then over I feel like over the weekend ish, I'll have uploaded 5. By next week I'll have uploaded 5, or over the weekend I'll have uploaded 5 different ones. What are you trying there?
Well, this one is a so I've been working on this over the last week or so. Basically, it's just a chat updater, but you could actually upload GIFs and pictures and stuff to it as well. It'll display on the screen
Users can?
if you have like yeah, if you have and I have like permissions set, so you can set specific people that are able to do that.
Interesting. Yeah, see, I still think like what I could do with MakerDeck,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just different. We use StreamYard, so we don't use the traditional desktop OBS interface.
Sure.
Limits our capabilities in a big way.
This is kind of how they appear.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, on screen chat. Yeah, we haven't done that with MakerDeck because we got to be careful about what we show on the screen.
Well, right, and that's why I said I put the permissions in, so people don't go and send like weird stuff.
Have you watched MakerDeck?
No, I
have you
haven't, but
seen
I know what it is.
Yeah. I'd be curious to know. I mean, I don't think chat's the answer. I don't think. I mean, interactivity
Sure.
is certainly would be a fun thing to throw in there, but I wonder. Yeah, I mean, I gotta think. I wonder what we could do.